Hello, world, and welcome to my very infrequent blog. Today, I wanted to chat about why I make video games because I thought it was an interesting thing to talk about. I'm curious about the question because oftentimes I'll answer it for myself and I'll be just like, yeah, you make video games because you want to inspire certain feelings in other people. You want to give them, in my case, I want to give them sort of joy and happiness and usually a laugh. Sometimes people want to inspire like fear and horror and maybe some more distressing emotions, which is fine. I mean, part of what makes games or interactive mediums really cool is that you have this sort of narrative, this medium in which you can express different narratives and bring different things to different people, which I think is really great. So I mean, on the base level, that's the story, right? But it's not that, and I know it's not that. It's validation. That word, that so many of us tackle so much. You want to be validated, and it's something I thought about recently because that's a lot of what drives me to make games, to make things. And I don't like that it does necessarily. I don't know though. I guess that's why I'm reflecting here now. Um, but you have this. There's this sense that I get anyway, and maybe this is wrong, and maybe this is why I'm talking to all of you about it. Is that you want people to know that you did the game. It should be enough that you show somebody a great experience and they come to you and they say, wow, that was amazing, or that was unique or different, or whatever it is that you were going for. And that should be enough. They should just be telling you because, like, wow, that was really cool. But usually you get thanked for it, and it's you get that feeling of like, I did this thing, I did the cool thing, and you feel validated somehow. Now I don't know if that's necessarily healthy. It feels nice at the time, but I was trying to break it down in my head. What happens usually is somebody says, I've had a really great experience with that, and you feel like a sense of like purpose, I guess. Because I had, people say that was beautiful and unique, and you think back to why you got into games, and you got into games because you had these beautiful and unique experiences, and now you've wanted to make them, and now you've made them, and that's incredible. But at that moment, it's great. But when you're making games in general, it's not so great. At least the lack of validation is not so great. And I think no matter how much validation you get, it wears off after time. And then you seek more validation so that you can feel more comfortable, feel like you've had some sort of purpose. But then it runs out, for me anyway. It runs out, and then you're sitting there seeking the next bit of validation. And maybe this is where a lot of things go wrong. For game creators, I mean, I use me as an example. I say game creators as if I'm the entirety of game creators. But that's where things go wrong, where you're trying to make something to feel validated rather than trying to make something for some specific purpose. And so I guess that's maybe the moral of the story for me today, is that I want to make things that inspire people. And when I'm trying to motivate myself, I shouldn't look to the validation I'll get. Once I've made that, if it even works, which is also very stressful if you don't know if it's going to work or not, I'd rather focus on that joyous feeling of creating something and people just, you watch people have fun with it, you watch people smile and enjoy it, and that's real special. And that's what I'm going to try concentrate on, rather than people going, well done. people just going, whoa. Anyway, that's all for me today. I'll try to do more of these more often. Probably another fucking 3 months before I do another video. But goodbye, stay awesome, and I love you all. Mwah.